What's up, guys? This is Webby, back again for some late breaking news for you involving Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose. Chris Jericho could be on his way out of the WWE after WrestleMania 33. And Dean Ambrose turning heel and facing Shane O'Mac at WrestleMania. We could be seeing that at the event. Late breaking news for us. Pretty exciting news for us, if you ask me. I'd be okay with that matchup. It's a lot better than The Miz versus Dean Ambrose, which is what we saw this past Tuesday on SmackDown. I'd hate to see that. But according to reports, Chris Jericho will be leaving WWE after WrestleMania 33 because of commitments to Fozzy. Chris Jericho will be returning to Fozzy shortly after WrestleMania in April. The band will begin touring on the summer festival circuit. Apparently, Jericho's tour schedule with Fozzy will start at the Welcome to Rockville Festival in late April, and they've also been announced for other festivals in May. Fozzy will be recording a new album thanks to deal with Century Media that was signed in October. The belief is Jericho's run with WWE will be extended through WrestleMania season, but the tour dates and busy schedule for Fozzy will force him to take another hiatus from WWE. As of this writing, Jericho's return to WWE programming is unknown, but it's also far too early to start speculating on that. If Y2J is going to stay on WWE television through WrestleMania, his excellent run should end with a big exclamation point. However, it's being said that since Jericho's status for WrestleMania is still technically up in the air, WWE officials haven't planned anything specific for him heading into next year. It has been reported that Jericho could be winning the Royal Rumble match to finally begin the feud with Kevin Owens for the Universal title at WrestleMania. Right now, those seeds are beginning to grow on WWE television. Look, whether he wins the Royal Rumble, goes on to WrestleMania 33, and faces Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship or not, his run by far this time has been one of the best as of late. You know, the list, the gift, all the new catchphrases that he has come up with, the rivalry Chris Jericho had with AJ Styles when he first came back, the rivalry that he helped grow between Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. I know that everybody crapped, including myself, all over that rivalry. But if it wasn't for Chris Jericho, that rivalry would have been absolutely horrifying and even worse than it was. So Chris Jericho added an extra layer to Monday Night Raw. And let's face it, without the list of Jericho, ain't get in, man. We wouldn't have anything to really laugh at on Mondays. That is one thing, whether you love him or you hate Chris Jericho, that's one thing that people look forward to on Monday nights. So, better enjoy Chris Jericho while it lasts. And hopefully he comes back after his tour dates with Fozzy gets over with, because he always adds an extra excitement to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, whichever brand that he's on. As far as Dean Ambrose is concerned, he could very well be turning heel, and that is exactly what he needs to do, because him being a babyface just is not working, and it is getting stale. 100% stale. You know, him going around dressing up like the Mountie is not being a lunatic. this whole rivalry with James Ellsworth is really damaging his character, and I 100% agree with this report, because according to the Inquisitor.com, he could face Shane O'Mac at WrestleMania. Dean Ambrose is at the crossroads on WWE programming right now, and since the brand extension back in July, he's been featured as SmackDown's top face and was the WWE World Champion until October when he lost it to AJ Styles at No Mercy. Their feud continued, and after WWE TLC, Ambrose failed to reclaim the WWE World Championship thanks to interference from James Ellsworth, who turned heel in the process. Now it seems the Lunatic Fringe may be out of chances at the WWE title, or Ellsworth will continue to be the thorn in his side like he was during the SmackDown this week. As 2016 ends, the WWE fans remember the great year Ambrose had, but his character is at a turning point heading into the next year of WWE television and at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view next month. A lot of people feel Ellsworth is destroying Dean's character, 100%. He's supposed to be the Lunatic Fringe, and he hasn't proved anything or shown any signs of being a lunatic in a long time. We haven't seen him being a lunatic since he came out and really challenged Brock Lesnar back in the early part of 2016. I mean, not really. Early part of 2016, he came out and wanted to go to Suplex City. And then he came down and threw a bunch of weapons in a wagon. And then WWE damaged his character because at WrestleMania 32, he only tried to use a baseball bat with barbed wire wrapped around it. Now, some of you are probably going to say, well, Webby, he used the chainsaw. He tried to start the chainsaw. Get real. You honestly think Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, and the rest of them are going to let him use the chainsaw? Let him start the chainsaw? No. He has not shown any type of lunatic in a long time. As of this writing, Dean Ambrose is on SmackDown, top face on the roster. And that likely won't change just because he's being taken out of the WWE title picture for the time being. However, there are some rumors making the rounds right now and about what WWE has planned for the Lunatic Fringe on the grandest stage of them all. Which pretty much is Shane O'Mac. Shane McMahon, Dean Ambrose, they're leading up to it. Shane McMahon has been in the thorn in the side of Dean Ambrose lately, kicking him out of the building. He came back in dressed as the Mountie, and that kind of stuff. Look, if they want to put Shane O'Mac versus Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania, build that up to it, make Dean Ambrose a heel, a bad guy, I would be okay with this. That'd be just fine. Dean Ambrose needs a heel change. This babyface gimmick. James Ellsworth really watered it down. Dean Ambrose has really been just kind of catering and babying him. And really, that's not what a lunatic does. When I think of lunatic, I think of Cactus Jack. I think of, Terry Funk. Dory Funk. I don't think of him doing the same moves every time, being predictable. I don't think of Dean Ambrose running down to the ring, jumping off the top rope, flying through the middle rope, because that's really all he's shown to be, a lunatic. So he needs a change. I would love to see the match. That'd be a good match. It's much better than anything that he's doing right now. And honestly, him facing The Miz is not something that needs to happen, because, he was just in the WWE World Championship title picture. And for him to go from that down to The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship is just horrible. And it's taken away from somebody else getting another shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Somebody else can benefit from facing The Miz. That's just laziness on WWE creative. What do you all think? You think it's a good thing, Dean Ambrose being in the mid-card now, pretty much? Because that's pretty much what he has dropped down to if he faces The Miz. Do you like him being in a match with Shane McMahon? What do you think about Chris Jericho leaving after WrestleMania? I am honestly disappointed by it, but we knew that time was coming. And honestly, he's been here way, way longer than he was supposed to be. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Show this channel some love for me. Twitter Webby at 2007 Webby. Facebook Webby at 2007 Webby. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.